when it comes to travel, I'm one person who firmly believes that wasting time at the airport is like a sheer waste of time. And over the years, I've learned to optimize my travel a lot. I reach airports not more than 30 minutes before the flight departure, and it's worked very well. And I can say that I'm able to handle the stress and it works. But even for my level of comfort, there have been some incidences in my life where I think I've pushed the limit a bit too much. And those are the ones which I want to share here today. So, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and all the guests. This was last year, I believe it was August, and I was supposed to go from from San Francisco to New York. I picked the last possible flight for the day. So the flight was at 2 o'clock. I reach at midnight. I have an 8 o'clock meeting next day, which means I cannot skip the flight. Morning I get up and I do my math. 1 hour to drive to the airport, 1 hour for check-in. That means I should start at noon. And I go to office, I attend my first few meetings. It's lunchtime. And I think to myself, I normally have some padding in my calculations. So it might not be a bad idea to go and get some lunch. So I go out with my colleagues, try to get some lunch. And it's probably like at 12:50 I realize, wow, I have a 2 o'clock flight. I really need to head up. And for some reason I feel that the math had just not dawned on me till that point. So 12:50, 40 miles to drive at 80 miles an hour. I do the math, 35 minutes, right? I think I can still make it. I immediately head out. I take my car, start driving to the airport, and while I'm on the way, I'm trying to plan. San Francisco airport is different from San Jose. You don't have parking right outside the airport. You have to go to either long-term parking or short-term parking, and it's going to take some time. And with that kind of margin, it's critical. Guess what? My wife used to work at Foster City, so I give her a call. You can imagine the conversation, and I say, you need to help me. You need to drive with me, drop me at the airport, take the car back. And well, after some time she agreed, and then I went to her office, picked her up, went to the airport. I was there at the counter 15 minutes before the flight. The person at the counter, she said, you have no chance. I said, just give me the boarding pass, I'll make it. Went to the security, told them last minute, and actually I was able to catch the flight. 5 minutes before time, I made it. So that was good. I mean, it was confidence building to do more. So the next one was probably the worst. So this was last December. We had gone to India on a vacation, and vacations to India are not vacations. It's pretty hectic. So this was after 30 days of a hectic journey. We take the flight back, and we board the flight from Mumbai to Seoul. Me, my wife, my niece, and my son. And normally I would catch some sleep in the flight, but this time we said for a change, we wanted to watch some movies. So from Mumbai to Seoul, we watch movies. We reach there probably at 6 o'clock in the morning, and completely tired. We get out of the transfer, and on the very first bench, we all plop, and we go to sleep. Somewhere around 1 o'clock, 5 to 1, my wife wakes up, and she's like, you know what? The flight is leaving in 5 minutes. I was, wow, this is unbeatable. We had 30 gates to cross, and 5 minutes to the flight with an 8-year-old, and I mean, I didn't worry about my knees. So I instantly get up. I've got good reflex. Pick the bags, start running with my niece, and I said, you take care of the son. He's 8-year-old. So after 15 minutes of straight sprinting, I reach the gates. I see the whole flight crew waiting for us, and I could see anger flashing through their eyes. They're looking at me, and it's like, we are waiting for you. Where are your other two passengers? We are about to throw your baggage out. And I'm like, I'm sorry, let me look for my wife and my son. I head back again to look for my son. I don't find them. I come back, they're already there. All confusion. Finally, I get into the flight. I've never been so apologetic in my life. I walk into the flight, I can feel all the 300 passengers looking at me. I know I've delayed everybody 15 minutes, not just this flight. I don't know how many other flights on the airport I've delayed. But I somehow land, and it's a good end. Finally, I made it. But that was life-changing for me. For once, I realized that you try to be punctual, not just for yourself. You try to be punctual for other people, and it's because you got to respect other people's time. And that one experience, I think, for me was completely transformational. 2011 is a completely different year for me. Every single flight I've taken, I've been at the airport on time, 1 hour ahead of schedule. It's kind of boring to be at the airport, do nothing. And I do miss the adrenaline rush I used to get in the last minute stuff I used to do. So I do miss all of that, but what the heck? I can take the adrenaline rush at Toastmasters. So it's still a good change. I don't Toastmasters.